Greetings and welcome to another video. Today we have some more patch notes, and yes, I'm back. I'm back on camera and I will be doing some live streaming later when the servers are back online and we can actually play Final Fantasy XIV. I always don't like to just hang out and doing nothing. We want to do something, right? So yeah, but before that, let's talk about the patch notes very quickly. That's not too much. It's just two significant changes for the Paladin and the Warrior, and they really reflect the fact that Square Enix is also checking out Final Fantasy logs, of course. We know that. We are certainly aware of the fact, but here, this is basically proof of that. Because, yeah, Warrior and Paladin felt lacking compared to Dark Knight and Gunbreaker, kind of significantly, I would say, which I haven't expected when we watched through the patch notes of 6.2 last time. But here we are, and that's basically what we had in 6.2, all the changes, they have been pushed to the next level. So, for example, we have all the casting rotation or the magic rotation on the Paladin, which is getting amplified again. Confidia is now on 1000 potency, which is a lot, and I like that. And Especian, however you pronounce this, that's a significant bump here. Look at that. That's 80 potency, which is kind of significant in my opinion. Blade of Faith, Blade of Truth, both by 20 potency. It's just one part of the rotation, unfortunately, so we have to see if that actually matters at all. Sometimes I feel like these changes don't work properly, but like I said, it's always better to push out frequent small changes instead of waiting 2 or 3 months for the big change and then crashing the balancing to the ground. So that's always good to see that they do very mild changes very frequently now. That's a very good and positive thing. So the same happens to the Warrior here. Storm's Path is getting buffed. Storm's Eye is getting buffed. The unbuffed potency as well as the combo potency. So these are base abilities, weapon skills that you frequently use. So don't underestimate a 20 potency boost here. But also Felcleave is getting boosted by 10 potency, which doesn't sound like much, but you always have to accommodate the fact that this, half of the time or half of the Felcleaves you're dealing here are critical direct hits guaranteed. So because of inner release and such, so that might be more than it actually reads here. So we'll have to see that. On top of that, we see the HP of Hephaestus in Abyssos, the final boss here. In our endeavor to create an encounter more challenging than Asphodelos, the fourth Circle Savage, the team responsible for final adjustments spent a great deal more time than usual working on balance for this raid battle. Under normal circumstances, the DPS of this team serves as a base for determining a boss's HP value that results in clears as close to the time limit as possible. However, as extra time was dedicated to testing this battle, the team's overall performance proved to be higher than usual. As a result, the base values used for adjustments were too high, with final values roughly 1% higher than intended. So that basically means they kind of designed the DPS check a tad too difficult, or at least a tad too difficult for the usual player base to get a win over the boss. So yeah, they're kind of nerfing this a bit. We have reduced the boss's HP to bring the battle in line with our initial balance projections. We apologize for any inconvenience caused. So yeah, basically they nerf the power level or the HP level of the final boss of Savage now. So that means that offers potential for discontent on the player base, because some people that cleared the boss in the first 2 weeks already will have the argument now that they really bet the fight, and all else that follows is just fighting the baby version. It's over exaggerated, you know what I mean, but they could possibly argue with that, and this could cause some stress. But yeah, it's still good to see that they adjust this, because I think, like I always told you, I don't like when the game is simply designed around being optimal with your rotation, but also being wise with your decisions inside of the fight. Like, if you're doing your defensive stuff correctly, if you're supporting your teammates in certain conditions or whatever, if there's room for things like that, I like that a lot. So I'm glad that it's not only the damage check here. We also have seen Asphodelos Savage version being boosted by the Echo buff now, getting the 10% damage healing and HP boost. Alright guys, that's it. We will have a very chill start into the streaming again, because I haven't done it for a while. So see you around if you're interested in some PvP action and some other stuff, maybe some weekly stuff, and many more things to come So yeah, thank you for watching and see you around on Twitch or in another video on YouTube. Until then, keep loving Final Fantasy.